Welcome to the Real Street Ministry by ABDULLAH, Vegas edition. I'm out here at this time for an unfortunate circumstance. Over a week and a half ago, my 18-year-old niece was murdered out here in Vegas. And I'm out here for a few days, saying my final goodbyes as we bury my niece. I just want to speak to the young people. And I want to speak about the importance of why violence isn't the answer. Why playing with guns isn't the answer. Why getting into complete utter nonsense is not the answer. Listen, I get it. I was once 18, 19, 20. I did a whole lot of dumb shit when I was young. I get it. You're 18, you become an adult, you want to get out, you want to explore, you want to do your thing. I'm all for it. I would never come on here and tell no young person that they can't be out here living their life. But it's a certain accountability and responsibility you have to take as an adult that may result in circumstances that you're not even prepared to deal with, especially at the time. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of what happened with my niece incident, but I will say this. It is kind of shaking me a little bit to my core. And at the same time, it's also pushed me to the forefront and wanting to speak to the young people. I'm soon to be 37 years old, and a lot of the young people will consider me a big homie. And I gladly take on that big brother role. But even when I was between the ages of 18 and 25, I didn't allow myself to make huge mistakes that would have cost me my life or would have had me decades behind the penitentiary. Life is not a game out here, family. Life is not like a video game. Life is not like a music video. Life is not like an Instagram or TikTok or Facebook post. This is the real world we're living in. And many young people need to realize that all this clout chasing and trying to stunt on people and trying to show how lit and how cool you are. Listen, if people do not accept you for who you are, you don't need to be around those people. You need to surround yourself around positive-minded people that's going to have your best interest and vice versa. Too many of our young people are lost and they're confused, and it's very disheartening. You listen to the music and it's murder, kill, and pills and sadness, and it's like, where's the love in all of this? Why aren't our young people growing up in a society where love and being strong and accepting who you are is the norm? Why so many young people feel the need of giving up before the age of 21? Listen, I should not be having to bury my own niece. I should not have to be burying young people. I'm at that age where when it's time for my parents to make the transition, I have to prepare for that. I shouldn't be having to prepare to bury my youngins. And I will say this, to a fault, some of the older generation has failed the young generation. But this violence and this anger, it kind of saddens me. And I only want what's best for you young people out here. Listen, I could go on a rampage and want to, start a war with the people who took out mine. What is that going to solve? It'll be another brother contributing to the downfall of our people. I'm here in the park and I'm overwatching my 8-year-old nephew and his friends. And this is the type of protection and provision that many of us older brothers need to be giving to our children. Our children need to be in safe environments where they can just play freely as children. They don't need to be growing up in a world where they have to constantly duck and watch their back every single day and have to carry pistols and all kinds of weapons on them. Why are we living in a world where a 10-year-old gotta have a strap on them just to get it how he live? A young girl gets raped and molested before the age of 12 or 13. And now she's growing up to where she has to sexualize herself just to make herself feel welcome and accepted. This is the type of lifestyle our youngest living out here. Young boy, 14, 15, he gotta feel like he gotta shoot the whole block up. Young girl, 16, 17, feel like she gotta do dinos on everybody in the clique. This is the type of world we're living in. This type of children we're raising in this society. And yes, my voice is cracking because, man, this shit pains me, man. I shouldn't be out here having to bury my young. When I leave here, I go back home to Chicago, and now I have to protect my son even more. Because I want my son to enjoy life, but also be realistic about the society he lives in. And the only way that could be possible is that I show him the right way. And that's what many of us older people have failed our youngins. We have failed them miserably. And that's why they failing each other, because they don't know no different. This is the message I want to send to my youngest out there. We want you to live your life. We want you to enjoy everything that this world has to offer to you. But we don't want you growing up thinking that you got to do all kinds of idiocracy and stupidity just to be accepted. If people don't want to mess with you, man, the hell with them. Move on. If people don't accept you who you are, have that inner peace and happiness within yourself and get with positive-minded people who will love and embrace and respect you for you. My young homies, your big homie ain't your enemy. Your big homie ain't your problem. To my little sisters out there, I ain't trying to get nothing from you. I just want to make sure you're safe and sound. And that's the basis of my video, family. We burying our young, and I'm sick and tired of it. And this ain't new. Shit been going on when I was their age. And I was sick and tired of it then. Start living, start enjoying life, love you, accept you, embrace you. My little homies and my little sisters. Enjoy you, love you, live your life. Stop thinking this shit is a game. Because when you transition and when you die, ain't no coming back from that. That person is gone forever. You can never get them back. And once that person is gone, you know what else is going to happen? They're going to get revenge on the person that did it. And then the person that killed them, same cycle repeats itself time and time again. And this is the life we want to live for our young people out here. Oh man, we got to put it to an end. We got to stop this madness, man. I know it sounds cliche, but this shit is real. And if you ain't willing to do that, if you're an older person that's my age or older, if you ain't willing to do the right thing by these young people, man, get the fuck out the way. Because we saving lives out here. I be boots on the ground all the time. Even here in Vegas, I'm boots on the ground. Wow, tending to my family. My youngins, your big brother here for you. Y'all crying out for us. Y'all needing our help. Y'all needing our guidance and our leadership. Brothers like myself, we've been out here and we're going to continue to be out here. Because when our young people with the proper guidance, leadership, and true direction, they're able to move forward society to make it greater than what we accepted and left with it as. Just want the best for you. But we got to get off the nonsense. My youngest, stop thinking life is a game. Because that's only on the Xbox One or a PlayStation 5. This is reality we live in. And once you die, you don't come back. Grow, prosper, learn, and live life with a fulfilled purpose. And go through the process of it. Embrace the process. It's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, but it's a process nonetheless. Salute to you. Peace and love.